So malic acid, COOH, CH, double bond, C, COOH and H. So malic acid is a cis isomer, right? Because the both COOH groups are on the same side of the double bond. Understand? So whereas fumaric acid is trans isomer. Fumaric acid is a trans isomer. Both the COH groups are on the opposite side of the double bond. Now, this is very important question. Which is more acidic among them? Malic acid and fumaric acid. What is the name? Malic acid and this is fumaric acid. In this, which is more acidic and why? Yes? So what do you have to check? Malic acid. Sure. So what do we have to check? We have to check after this acid giving H plus, we will get a conjugate base. That conjugate base stability we have to check, children. Okay. So if malic acid gives H plus, you will get a malate ion. So what is that ion? CH, H, C double bond O, O minus. So this is giving H plus. We can take this also. So this will be other OH, COH. So I am writing like this, malic acid. Now this hydrogen is present between two electronegative atoms. So one it will form a covalent bond and other it will form a weak electrostatic force of attraction. What is that bonding called? Hydrogen bonding. And it is taking place in only one molecule. So this is called as intramolecular hydrogen bonding. Okay. So after giving H plus, it is stable due to intramolecular hydrogen bonding. This is called malate ion. Malic acid, malate ion. So this is a conjugate base. This conjugate base is stabilized due to which bonding? Intramolecular hydrogen bonding. Intramolecular hydrogen bonding. So that is why this is more acidic than this one. Understood? Whereas fumaric acid, if you take, this will give minus ion, but it is not stabilized. Okay? So since this is more stable, here this we will call it as 1 or 2. Here you can take A or B. This is stable than, malate ion is more stable than fumarate ion. Is more stable than fumarate ion. So that is the reason malic acid is more acidic than fumaric acid. Understand? So now what about the thing if it gives one more H plus again, because it is a dicarboxylic acid. Dicarboxylic acid will produce how many hydrogens? 2 times it can give. So first hydrogen already given and form malate ion. Now if you compare the second acidity, means if this gives again H plus, then which is more acidic? After forming this, which is more acidic? This is 1, this is 2, suppose if you take. Now if it gives H plus ion again, then what happens? What is the other structure of this? So you will get a dianion like this, C double bond C, H, H, C double bond O, O minus, again C double bond O, O minus. Okay, like that it will come. When if malate ion gives again further H plus, if it gives again H plus, so first time it has given H plus and formed malate ion. Again if it gives H plus, then it will form like that. See, first time it has given H plus and formed like this. So this time this is least stable, children. Why? Because of repulsions. Both the oxygen are having negative charges. So because of repulsions, this is least stable. So Now which will be more acidic? This will be more acidic. Understanding my point? That all depends upon the stability. First case, what happened? Malic acid and fumaric acid, which is more acidic? Malic acid. Why? What is the reason? Malate ion is stabilized due to hydrogen bonding, intramolecular hydrogen bonding. So, if the conjugate base is more stable, that corresponding acid is more acidic. So, that is why this one is more acidic than this. Now, my question is, if this gives again H plus, because it is dicarboxylic acid, if this gives again H plus ion and this also gives again H plus ion, then which is more acidic now? Malate ion is more acidic than fumarate ion. Why? Because the conjugate base formed by malate ion is least stable due to repulsions. Means if it gives again H plus ion, one more H plus if it is giving, the formed conjugate base, second conjugate base this is least stable. So if this is least stable, then this will be least acidic, no? The corresponding thing. Understanding? So write the point there. Since in malate ion, after writing this, so what is the first point? Malic acid, wording form you write. Malic acid is more acidic than fumaric acid. First statement. Malic acid is more acidic than fumaric acid. Malic acid is more acidic than fumaric acid. Because malate ion is more stable. Malate ion is more stable due to intramolecular hydrogen bonding. That is all. Due to intramolecular hydrogen bonding. Next point. Malate ion is more acidic than fumarate ion. Malate ion is more acidic than fumarate ion. Why? Because its conjugate base is So 1 minute. Malate ion is less acidic than. Second point I am talking. Second point is less acidic than what? Fumarate ion. Because after donating H plus ion, means this is second H plus ion. This is the second H plus ion. After donating H plus ion, both the COH groups faces each other. Both COO minus groups faces each other, and there are more repulsions among them. So it is least stable. Okay. First part la malic acid is more acidic, and coming to second acidity thing, fumaric acid is more acidic. Means fumarate ion is more acidic than malate ion. That you should know. But acid case, malic acid is more acidic than fumaric acid. Am I clear this point? Understand? First thing is more acidic. After giving H plus, less acidic. Why? Here repulsions will destabilize the thing. Their intramolecular hydrogen bonding will stabilize it. So sometimes they will ask K1, K2 like this. Suppose this is malic acid like this. K1 means acid. K1 is called what? Equilibrium constant. or acid equilibrium constant, Ka you will say no, Ka, acid dissociation constant. So it will give a compound 1. After that again K2, compound 2 will be there. Whereas fumaric acid they will give like this, fumaric acid. This also after giving H plus ion, 1 will be there. Again K2 will get the second product after giving H plus ion. Okay. Now in these two cases, so this is you can call it as K1, K2, this is you can call it as K3, K4. Now in first case, which is more children? K1 is greater than K3. Understanding? Acid dissociation constant of first case is greater than second. Whereas in second case, if you take K2 is less than K4. This is not that much acidic. K2 is less than K4. Understanding? That's what I want to give you clarity. Next one. So you'll see some basic compounds also. You know how to remember the dicarboxylic acids? How to remember the dicarboxylic acid? And what happens if the dicarboxylic acid length increases? That thing you should know. Okay. So dicarboxylic acids are 8th order, you can write. COOH. What is this called? Anyone? Oxalic acid. And this one, malonic acid. Oxalic acid. That is malic acid. This is malonic acid. Don't get confused. Malonic acid. After this, succinic acid, correct? Succinic acid. Next will be glutaric acid. What is glutaric acid? Here CH2 will be 3. One by one you increase. Okay. Glutaric acid. Glutaric. So oxalic acid, malonic acid, succinic acid, glutaric acid. Next will be adipic acid. So adipic acid will have how many CH2s? You will have 4. So just I am writing like this in order to decrease the space. So it will have 4. And next will be 5. 3, 4. This is adipic acid and this is our fumaric acid. So how to remember these acids? So acidity will be decreased, children, because as the alkyl groups increases, the acidity decreases. So Ohm's gap, OMS GAP, Ohm's gap, or you can remember Oh my sweet good apple pie. Oh my sweet good apple pie. So oxalic acid में 0 CH2 रहता बीच में. Okay, malonic acid 1 CH2 will be there. Succinic acid 2 will be there. Glutaric acid 3 will be there, and adipic acid 4 will be there. Fumaric acid 5 will be there. Okay na? Ohm's gap or oh my sweet good apple pie. This is the need to remember all these carboxylic acids. So which is more acidic among them? This one. Okay, because after giving H plus, O minus will be stabilized. But here O minus के साथ CH2 भी था. Okay, this won't stabilize much. Like that CH2 increases, acidity decreases. This is our 8th order. oxalic, malonic, succinic, glutaric, adipic and fumaric acid. So adipic acid which important is a very good monomer in what? Nylon 6,6. Now polymers removed this year, but polymer chapter is very important chapter. In that nylon 6,6 polymer is prepared from what? Adipic acid and what are the monomers in that? One is adipic acid, hexamethylene diamine. These are the monomers in that, right? So next one we will see some basic natures also. So basic nature, what I told you, aliphatic amines are more basic than aromatic amines, right? Which are more basic? Aliphatic amines are more basic than aromatic amines. So in aliphatic amines, one nucleus is there that is called as guanidine nucleus. GAU, guanidine. Okay, that will be more basic among all the amines. So what is that structure? NH2, NH double bond C, NH2, NH2. So here two types of nitrogens will be present. One nitrogen connected to single bond and a double bonded nitrogen. Two nitrogens will be there. So this is called guanidine nucleus. So this is more basic because of two reasons. First reason, this lone pair is in resonance with the two NH2 groups. Okay, so that is why it will give, or because this NH2 and this NH2 both are in resonance, so due to resonance it will give lone pair easily. And second reason, after taking H plus ion, it will form three equivalent resonating structures. The conjugate base is stable. The conjugate acid. This is base, no? Base after taking H plus, what it will form? Conjugate acid. So the conjugate acid is more stable due to three resonating structures. Mobile you can't see. Mobile is stopping. Okay. So that side I will write. So this guanidine nucleus is stable due to two categories. One is resonance. See, you can see now. Second one, the conjugate acid is more stable, children. Conjugate acid is more stable due to what? Due to three equivalent structures. So this is important. That you can't see that also, but this one we will adjust it. So this is your guanidine nucleus. See, I will write bigger, try to understand. Double bond C, NH2, NH2. So this is your guanidine nucleus. So if it takes H plus ion, it will form like this. C double bond NH plus. Why plus? Because nitrogen has 4 bonds. Again NH2, NH2. Here there are lone pairs because nitrogen is having 3 bonds only. 3 bonds means there will be lone pairs. Okay. Here everywhere lone pair will be there. But after taking H plus, here there won't be any lone pair. This formed one is stable due to resonance. How? This bond you migrate like this, and this bond you migrate like this. So you will get here double bond now, NH2 plus C NH like this. So this will take sorry, 1 second. This will take a nitrogen. So you will get NH3 plus single bond C double bond NH NH2. So here if you write the, don't write, wait, this bond will, where are the resonating structures are? This is taking H plus, so this is only more protonated now. 1 second. Among these, which is more protic? This one is more protic or this one is more protic? Protic in the sense which will take proton easily. The nitrogen in double bond or nitrogen in single bond? Double bond nitrogen only will take, no? Because it is more electronegative. So it will take like this, NH2 plus double bond C NH2 NH2. Now this bond will come here, this bond will go there. Don't write, after this we will see. NH2 lone pair again. Yes. Here double bond NH2. Single bond NH2. Okay. Now, suppose this lone pair is given C NH2 plus something is missing here. Minus plus. This is getting. Here it will have neutral charge. No? Here it will have this. After that, it will have plus. See children, all the three structures should be equal. This is simple only. This lone pair is taking H plus, so NH2 will get a plus charge here. So double bond no need to migrate first. NH2 is getting plus charge. Why? Because this is taking the H plus ion. This structure is okay. Means in this structure, one double bond, two single bonds are there. This is the first structure, right? Now the same thing you can do for this nitrogen and right nitrogen. That's all. So first structure, what we got? One is NH2 plus, means formal charge is plus 1. Here it is 0, 0 formal charge. Now what I am taking? This lone pair I am writing like this, and this I am migrating like this. So NH2 plus and minus on the same atom, what will happen? Plus and minus on the same atom become neutral. Now this is giving lone pair, no. So it is getting 4 bonds. So NH2 plus. So this structure and this structure is equivalent structure or not? Equivalent only. One side double bond NH2 plus, remaining two sides NH2 NH2. Now after getting this structure, you take like this. Now this became neutral, this left NH2 became neutral, but right NH2 will become double bond plus. Why double bond plus? Because 4 bonds are there. So only one logic. Whenever nitrogen is having 3 bonds, the charge will be 0. Whenever nitrogen is having 4 bonds, the charge will be plus 1. So now you can write them. So these are the 3 resonating structures. 1, 2, 3. These are the 3 equivalent structures. Because of that, the guanidine is more basic. This is a previous question, and they will ask resonating structures also. Which of the following is not the correct structure of this? Like that they will ask. So you should be able to write. So how will you remember? Shall I write it again? Okay. So same structure only, see. How to write? This is your guanine. First N double bond C, single bond NH2, single bond NH2. And this is first structure. After taking H plus, one you write 4 bonds. That's all. So first one I took, the upper one has 4 bonds. Upper one. Now what I will take? The left one. The left one has 4 bonds. Remaining all 3 bonds only. Next what I took? Right one has 4 bonds. Right one has 4 bonds. Right one. That's it. Okay, easy. First the top one, next the left one, next the right one. Any confusion? No. Guanidine nucleus is more basic because the conjugate base has conjugate acid has 3 equalating resonating structures. How many resonating structures will be formed? Here 2 types of questions can come. One is how many equivalent structures it can form. Second one, which is more protonated. Like this they will give 1, 2 and 3 hydrogens. Both are same only. Which will be protonated first? Tell me. First one or second one? Which is more basic? Like that they will ask. Then one is more basic than 2. That also. 2 types of questions. How many resonating structures and which is more basic? Right. So second one, here one is CH3 group if you keep, that is called amidine. Vanadine and amidine. AMIDANE. Amidine. So this is also same like this only, but one will be CH3. One of the NH2 you take it as CH3, that's all. CH3, C double bond NH, single bond NH2. Now can you tell children, this will be acidic. How many the resonating structures will come? This is second basic. First one is all 3 1, then this is second one. So this will be basic because of the 2 resonating structures only. So what is the resonating structure? 1 NH2 plus single bond NH2. This is the first resonating structure. And what is the second resonating structure of the conjugate base? CH3 C. This bond like this. So single bond NH2, double bond NH2 plus. Easy. So once if you know, you will get it. So the conjugate acid has 2 resonating structures. So this is called amidine. So vanadine is more basic than amidine. So these 2 are first of all more basic among all the amines. After that normal thing you know. So it will have only 2 resonating structure. This molecule will have 2 resonating structure. Any confusion in resonating structures? Second bench? No. So that simple logic you remember. Nitrogen, whenever it is having 4 bonds, what will be there? Positive charge. 3 bonds? No charge. Only just lone pair. If only 1 bond is there, next. Basic character we take nitro, chloro, methyl, methoxy. First one is nitro. Chloro, aniline, methyl aniline and methoxy aniline. Yes, which is more basic now? Yeah, afterwards again we won't do these acidity basicity questions. So in your class notes and this one just to compare and do maximum, these will be enough. Okay? Because if you keep on doing 1 month also it never ends. Many questions will be there. Yeah, this one you tell which is more basic. Yes, you try. Which is more basic? Why you went back? Came late. Yeah. Try the basic nature. So basically what happens now? Electron donating group increases the basicity. Donating group, or you can call it as releasing group. Electron withdrawing group decreases the basicity. This is reverse for acidity. Whereas in acidic case, electron withdrawing group increases acidity. Okay. And one more thing, aliphatic amines are more basic than aromatic amines. Why aliphatic amines are more basic than aromatic amines? Because the nitrogen is